not saying I did anything with my mother. I'm just saying I think I could have.
What? So today we are going to check out Adam Sandler as a young stand-up comedian. He's still young, isn't he? How old is Adam Sandler? Oh, he's 56. That's young. For me, Adam Sandler will always be Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. That was his peak for me. I freaking love those movies. I quote those movies every day. Those are the funniest movies.
Really?
Then Netflix eras came along and that wasn't as much for me. But I want to see him in his raw talent era. Let's check it out today. By the way, most of these videos get copyright claimed. For the cost of a cup of coffee, you can get extra videos and more input into what I watch, what I talk about, what I do. Not in my personal life, but I'll show you my personal life. Some of it. Hope to see you in the community over there. If you can't do that, no problem. You can do one of these 3 things. They're all very helpful. If you want to do all of them, that would be even better. Name your favorite soup in the comments below. This is on an evening at the Improv. Try not to laugh. I don't know if that's an order or a challenge. America's first stand-up comedy club.
Thank you.
So young.
Thank you. Hi, how are you?
Oh.
All right. Well, nice to be here. I like being in this area. Very pretty. I was at the beach today. Saw a cute girl on the beach, in the water, looking very nice. Said to myself, gee, I better get this girl. She's a good-looking one. So I dove in the ocean, gave this girl a little GQ pose action. I gave her this one right here. I said, how you doing? She said, fine. I said, my name's Adam. She said, well, Adam, you got snot coming out of your nose. It wasn't my snot. It wasn't my snot. It must have blown off the guy. Actually, must have blown. From New York originally. I tell you, New York, known for its crazy people. One time I was walking down the street, a guy came up from behind me and put a machete to the back of my neck and goes, hey, what's more packed with peanuts, a Snicker bar or a Baby Ruth? And I was thinking, this guy's a little whacked in the head here. And, of course it's a Snicker bar. Got a lot more peanuts in the Snicker bar, you know. Well,
you can totally see his early awkward thing that he does is still prevalent today. But is it my imagination or was Adam Sandler kind of jacked? Was he? Hard to say.
Elvis Presley's alive and well. Elvis Presley's alive and well. He's about 8 inches tall now. He lives in my refrigerator. He lives behind a ketchup bottle. And the other day I came home a little early, and Elvis was running away with a head of lettuce. I opened up the door, and he's running away with a head of lettuce. And I like lettuce, you know. Lettuce is good for a sandwich, you know. It makes it extra crunchy. So I was upset. I was kind of going, what's going on here? You know, Elvis, what are you doing, you know? And he goes, I'll do anything I want. I'm the king of rock and roll. And I go, I just want my lettuce. You know?
Okay. Trying off-the-wall jokes back then.
He goes, you ever hear a hound dog? And I go, yeah. And he goes, that's my tune. And I go, I just want my lettuce. Then he started spinning the lettuce on his finger, kind of rubbing it in my face like he's got the lettuce and I don't. He's rubbing it and giving me that look, you know, like he's better than me. And he's humming Love Me Tender. I'm like, I don't even like that song very much. And he goes, it doesn't matter, Adam, because that song made me a lot of money. And I was like, well, why don't you buy your own lettuce then, you know? You know? He's very cheap. He's a jerk. But the chuck wagon guy, too, he's in my kitchen a lot. He's always running through the kitchen. He runs through the kitchen a lot, and he's always waking up the house. Hi-ya! He screams, you know, and everyone wakes up the whole house. And that's, you know, it's just not fair to the family. So he's always, I set up a little trap to get him. I put a little hay in the corner of the kitchen, and a horse, he comes over and grazes, you know, and a little guillotine just, boom, get the horse's head, took the horse's head, and I picked it up, and I picked the horse's head up, and I walked over to the fridge and opened up the door and put it in Elvis's bed, and I said, little Godfather thing, and I said, start paying for the lettuce, you know? You're gonna eat my lettuce, you're gonna pay for my lettuce. Thank you. That's very nice of you. He's a mooch, man. He's a mooch. Everyone calls him the king. He's a big mooch. Well, I'm away from home right now. My daddy, I talk to him a lot. My dad's name is Adam. Also, my name's Adam. My father's name is Adam. Having the same name as your father, it's all right, you know, until your voice changes. My friends would always call up, "Is Adam there?" My father would say, "This is Adam." My friends would say, "Yeah, Adam, you were so wasted last night." Miss the whole family. I've been sick a little lately, and you know, I miss the family care I used to get. One thing I don't miss when my mom would rub the Vicks Vapor Rub on me, and then that was an awkward moment, you know, when she would rub the Vicks Vapor Rub on my chest. That was kind of weird, you know, awkward for me and my mother. She's rubbing it on my chest, you know, we're making eye contact occasionally. It's kind of like, you know, Mom, we're just good friends, right? You know, I'm not saying I did anything with my mother. I'm just saying I think I could have.
What?
Yeah.
That's different.
I am out here alone, away from the family. It's horrible being alone. It was my birthday a couple weeks ago, and I threw a surprise party for myself. I parked a car down the street, tried to fool myself, you know, and I set a piñata up with the blindfold and a baseball bat, and ended up at my neighbor's house beating up their grandmother. But, I cracked her over the head pretty hard, too. But I did land myself a girlfriend. I got a girlfriend right now out here, and she's always telling me I'm self-centered. So self-centered. She told me that there. You're so self-centered. All you do is talk about yourself. And I'm like, what else do I do? You know, I'm interested. Girlfriend. She's always telling me the basic girlfriend thing, like a lot of girlfriends say to their boyfriends. Always treat me different when you're with your friends. Whenever we're around your friends, you just act so differently. So now, even when I'm alone, I call her the money-sucking wench. You know. Listening to a breakup song the other day. A lot of breakup songs have the same theme in the song. You know, the guy's singing in the song, "Baby, you're seeing somebody new, but if he treats you bad, I'll always be here for you because I love you very much." This should make it a little more realistic. You're seeing somebody new. If he treats you bad, good. Why should I suffer alone, you whore?
That's the Adam we know. That's the Adam we know.
That's very true. Yeah. I always wish death on a girlfriend if I break up with her. Just not because I hate her so much. It's just easier when my friends call me up. What happened? Oh, she's dead. You know. Well, I'll leave you with what my pop always used to tell me growing up. Laugh, and the world laughs with you. Cry, and I'll give you a reason to cry, you little pansy. Thank you very much, folks.
Nice. I liked his stuff when he kind of did more anecdotal, observational. Yeah, he was definitely playing around with different styles of comedy during that time, which is what a young comedian is supposed to do. They are supposed to experiment with different things. The whole Elvis behind the ketchup bottle thing was a little off the wall, but I could see him doing that in a movie where he'd had a sandwich or something. You know, the thing about his mother, I think it fell pretty flat. I think that's not your niche, Adam. You know, young Adam, if you're listening to me historically in the past in a time jump. You know, his career ended up pretty good, so who am I to say? Shout out today to a couple of very special people. Today's shout out goes to the members of Squad from Patreon. You guys know you're my homies. Homies? I've actually never said homies before. I feel like I don't really know what homies means, but you guys are probably my homies. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. You are the backbone of everything. Thank you so much, guys.